boiled
We've toiled.
and cooked up a storm in our humble kitchen
Now we invite you on a gastronomical tour of KZN.
as we encounter the culinary genius of various chefs at our favorite restaurants in the province.
So join us on this journey as we traverse our beautiful province right here on Love at First.
Right, so now we move to our starter, a king soup or rasam or rasso as it's known. And it's a wonderful spicy soup which just warms up your
Yes,
inside.
it's a South Indian dish.
It's a South Indian dish.
And I think it's something that we've always had in winter.
Yes.
Always had when we had flu.
Yeah,
And I remember once, this is my mom's favorite story.
right.
She loves making raso for her brother and because we don't really enjoy it. And made all this raso, and the person that was helping to sort out everything and clean up thought it was just dirty water or something and threw it away. That was about over 15 years ago.
But we still hear
But
the
we
story.
hear the story every day.
Yes, it is very precious
Yeah.
when you see the amount of beautiful ingredients that go into
yes,
it.
yeah.
And as Madhu has told us, all of the fine ingredients that are there to improve the immunity of your body.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm cutting
Right.
up the ginger now.
So Madhu's asked Kubeshan to cut up a finger size of
Ginger.
ginger. So are you going to run through what ingredients we're going to be using? And of course this, currently this is going to be your elixir. This
Yes.
is what we need to be making and perhaps drinking every day.
At least every day.
So
yes,
whether
yeah.
you're ill or not, this is definitely the kind of drink that is going to boost your immune system, cut the mucus in your body
Definitely.
as well.
So
Alright.
what the king soup mixture has in it is jeera,
Right.
cumin, black pepper,
Yes.
dry chili,
Yep.
some garlic and some
Ginger.
as well as you can also use onion. Okay.
Right.
And then we also use a bit of curry leaves towards the end.
Right.
And the very important ingredient that actually makes it the king soup is the tamarind water.
Tamarind water.
Tamarind
Right.
is called Garcinia cambogia,
Right.
and we actually use the pulp of the tamarind tree. So the tamarind tree gives you some fruit, and the fruit is quite pulpy and it's quite sour. So it actually looks quite dark in its coloring,
Yes.
and it's thick. So we make it into a paste, or you can soak the actual pods and the seeds, and you have this water eventually. So this is the sour water that we add to the king soup mix.
And of course, I imagine that because we've chosen that it does have some wonderful properties
So
as well.
the properties, firstly, if you're trying to lose weight, this is an important thing to use. Okay?
Hey, drink it, drink it.
Okay. I'm going to be drinking lots of tamarind water.
The reason why we have something so sour during a cold or a flu is because the sour property kills off the heat in the body. So it decreases the fever and the inflammation. So that's why we use something sour.
Right.
Also, you know, when you're not well, your taste buds become quite diluted in its function.
Yes.
So this now just spunks it up again and allows you to eat as well. Right? But most importantly, it has a fever reducing property. Okay.
Oh,
Wow,
right.
okay.
So we're going to start off, we put some ghee in the pan.
Right.
You want to
there's
check the
something
rice
here.
while we're
Yeah.
sorting that out?
Right.
The
Yeah.
rice quickly.
Ah, it's still
Oh,
Boiling
this is
away.
looking good.
Boiling.
This is
Wow.
looking good, yeah. So we're almost there in about 10 minutes.
There we go.
Okay.
Here's the ghee.
So we're
Oh, you
going
ran out of
ghee.
big spoons.
I'm just going to drop some of that in there.
Thank you.
And how's that, Madhu?
Perfect,
About
perfect.
2 tablespoons.
Yeah. 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons full of the ghee.
Right.
Right.
So you can also use olive oil, but we will not
Yes.
heat it too much.
Yes.
Mustard or sesame oil. It's your
Okay.
preference. In South India, they normally would use sesame oil,
Right.
which is an anti-cytokine, anti-inflammatory, and it also has immune boosting properties.
Wow.
Okay. So to this, we're going to add some jeera or the cumin. Again, this is anti-vata,
Right.
so it allows for proper digestion of your meals.
Yes.
And
So
then
a whole teaspoon of that,
whole
right?
teaspoon of jeera,
Right.
a whole teaspoon of black peppercorns.
Wow.
This is a very important ingredient. We're not doing an overkill. The reason being is that the black peppercorns are mucolytic. They dilute mucus immediately. So that by imparting heat, you have a proper digestion and it prevents the formation of mucus.
Wow.
So that's one of the main ingredients in king soup, right?
Okay.
Then we use some mustard, again another heat giving but slightly milder. Okay, you can use black mustard seed or the ground mustard as well.
Right.
Okay, and now here we will add the garlic and the ginger
Okay.
whilst it is cooking.
Is this enough?
Yes, that's
Gin?
perfect. Yeah.
Right, a whole finger size of garlic, ginger, I beg
I'll
your
just
pardon.
cut it very
And I
roughly.
do know that ginger is very heat giving as well.
Yes.
So can I just drop that in?
Yes.
Right.
So
okay.
garlic, as we know, is antifungal, antiviral, antibacterial. There's a host of properties. And
Whoopsie.
sorry,
Don't worry.
sorry.
That's fine.
So we use garlic for that reason. And also the ginger helps with digestion and it's also mucolytic. So you'll find that all the ingredients we put in here have heat-giving properties in terms of trying to enhance digestion. Okay. So as with everything in Ayurveda, we're going to let this fry a bit in the ghee.
Right.
So it imparts its essence to the ghee and it flavors the ghee with its essence. Okay?
Wow.
So when we say essence, we're not just talking about the flavor, we're talking about the properties being imparted to the ghee. So the ghee holds on to the property and then we'll add the liquid thereafter. Okay?
Wow. And the dried chili, of
The
course.
dried chilies, yes. Let's put some of that as well.
Okay, so about how many?
Maybe about 3 or 4.
Okay.
Because those are
I was
dangerous
taking,
ones.
I was taking a handful.
three
So
or four
yes, 3 or 4
small.
little
Perfect,
ones.
yeah,
Those
little
are little
Bird-eye.
midges from the garden. Yeah.
Bird-eye chili.
Bird-eye chilies.
We normally add a bit of curry leaves here.
Yes.
Also some dhania, some
Okay,
coriander.
so we have some
Okay?
coriander.
I'm just
and-
holding this because
Yeah.
No,
these-
no, I think you're going to get a lovely handful. Am I
these
right,
these
Radu?
chilies,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think are a lot stronger than the bigger
Yes.
ones.
Yes.
That's why we put 3.
Is this
Yeah.
enough?
Yes, that's perfect.
Just
Okay.
put it
So you
in.
can use it whole like that, or you can chop it with the stems and all. Okay. Right. You can put this on low.
Okay.
And I've got some curry leaves which we're
Perfect.
going to put in there. Those have been washed and dried from the garden.
Yes.
And of course, my mum makes a point of planting as many things in the
Right.
garden as possible. So we have tomatoes and curry leaves and all the herbs in the
Wow.
garden. So, you know,
And double beans.
double lots and lots of double. Do you want double beans? We have double beans.
Anyone wants
Tabla.
double beans, just send a message. I'll sell it to you.
I'll sell it to you. We have tons of double beans, like whole basins of double beans.
All over the fence.
I think we're ready now. We can add
Right.
the tamarind water.
Okay.
So how much of tamarind water is there? It's about a cup.
Yeah, so we normally would use about 500 ml to this amount of spice.
Right.
And depends on how much you want to make.
Right.
Okay? So the more liquid you put in, you'll have
Yes.
more soup. To,
Oh,
you know.
that smells so good
Right.
already.
And then we add some salt.
Would
Yeah.
we put some tomato in there?
You can add tomato, but we've already got one sour.
And that's
Okay.
sugar.
Yeah.
Is that sugar?
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
Let's
taste
put
it.
some
I can
salt.
see that that's sugar.
Yes, you're very good.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to put some salt
Perfect,
in there.
right. And then we can
Right.
top it up with some more water.
And we're going to top it up with some boiling water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so we're going to let this come to a boil and allow all the ingredients to infuse.
On low heat, generally?
On low heat, yeah.
Okay.
It's how beautiful
Wow.
that looks. Look at that.
Wow, that looks
Right, so
absolutely
this is
stunning.
important to drink in the flu season, like especially now, because of all the antioxidants we have in there, as well as to prevent what we call inflammation in the upper respiratory tract, also the lower respiratory tract. If you have a lot of phlegm, either in your sinuses or in your lower respiratory tract, this is the best thing you can drink as an adjunct to whatever medical thing you're doing. Yeah.
Ma, you can come
Yeah.
visit now. We got
Yeah.
some raso. Why are you not
Yes.
smiling?
No, you're welcome. If you have a flu, stay away.
Oh, this is looking good, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right, so we let that boil.